you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire.
Hey everybody!
So for today's video, we're answering your questions.
A couple weeks ago, we posted whether you guys wanted to ask us some questions for us to do a Q&A video.
Yeah, we thought since we've gotten quite a few new subscribers that you guys haven't, well, most of you have probably not been with us since the beginning of us. I had this channel for a really long time now, but it turned into my family's channel, which is now the Stucki Fam channel, in case you haven't noticed. So we're gonna answer some questions that you guys had.
Let's hear them.
All right, so first one's for you.
Okay.
Jarod.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing about Blanca?
Favorite thing about Blanca is her loyalty.
Well,
Yes. I have never met a person that I could trust more than Blanca.
here's Annabella, by the way. And she doesn't want to make an appearance today, but it's okay. She'll probably come back.
She's always there for me and I can always count on her.
Mm.
She's just the one person in this world I always know will always be there, no matter what. No
That's
matter
sweet.
what I do.
Yeah.
She might get mad at me and yell at me, but eventually
Stop!
she
You make me
forgives
sound
me.
like a horrible person.
I don't think so.
I don't yell.
I
Sometimes I do.
Hashtag relationship advice. I think loyalty in your partner is something that you need to have. You
Yeah.
need to be able to trust that person. They need to be 110% committed to you. And that's Blanca for me. Absolutely.
Thank you. That was sweet. I love you.
Careful, baby.
The next question is for me, and it's from the same person. I won't say your names just in case you don't want us to say your names. Okay, so basically the same question about that they asked you. They said, Blanca, what is your favorite thing about Jarod? And
How much time do you got?
and in my stop. And to me, it's your patience. I'm a very impatient person, so being an impatient person just sucks. It really, really does, though.
Yeah.
And I really admire that from you because
Oh, let me get the baby. She's gonna hurt herself.
there's a question for Annabella. Why are you so beautiful?
I'm crazy.
Back to my question. I really admire that from you. You just take things so calmly and you don't freak out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I really admire that, and that is my favorite thing about you. Next question looks like it's like directed towards whoever. I was gonna say whatever. Directed to whoever. Just says, what types of movies do you like? So let's go with you first. And don't do a big old list. Just what type?
I mean, I like all types of movies. I have a wide range of movies that I've liked throughout my life. I mean, I've liked westerns, I like the Marvel series, I like dramas, I like good comedies, slapstick comedies, even like Monty Python. I like, you know, Academy Award nominee movies. I usually try to look into watching anything that's ever been up for Best Picture. I like movies with great cinematography, acting. I even like old
Okay,
movies,
I said not long.
samurai movies. I like foreign films.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, there's no one particular genre. So just like with music, from movies for me, it doesn't have to necessarily be just one genre, and it has to be this type of movie or I won't watch it.
Okay, my favorite kind of movies are probably just romance, and I like teen drama a lot. And that's it.
It's probably the one thing I don't like is the teen drama.
I've always liked it. I don't know why. It's just my thing. And I like some horror, a lot of shark movies too. There's that new movie coming out, Crawl, and it's about anything to do with water and animals that might eat you. Like suspense. That's what...
Yeah, thrillers.
That
I like
is...
thrillers.
Yeah, thriller, suspense, yeah, so all that, that's... Yeah. Was it difficult to conceive on your both pregnancies? Love for you both.
I don't think so.
With Annabella, we tried for 2 months. On the second month, we got pregnant. So, I mean, that was our very first time actually trying, so that... I would say that's not bad at all.
No.
You know, thankfully we've always been able to conceive. With our second pregnancy, we actually conceived on our very first month that we tried, which was the twins.
I agree. I mean, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do? Maybe you should read the questions. This one.
So now it's my turn to read the questions.
Well, no. Well, we should probably read them because I obviously can't read.
What's your favorite thing to do as a family for an activity or hobby?
Oh God.
Family activities or hobbies.
Family activity. What do we do? Anything? We just
Well, I
watch
mean,
TV.
Family vlogging is obviously something.
Oh well,
we
yeah.
enjoy doing.
Family vlogs. Yeah.
I mean, we do like to lay
But
down.
that's mainly me, because I'm the camera person. I'm always like,
But
let's
we're
vlog or
involved
something.
in the activities, so we like, you know, going out to eat as a family. We do enjoy that when Annabella's on her best behavior. Sometimes she can make it really challenging.
I think it would be our walks.
Yeah.
We take Annabella out for walks because
Wears her out a little bit.
yeah, she gets stir crazy inside the house, so we have to take her out or else she go insane.
Yeah, she's getting there right now.
So our walks, yeah.
Walk.
That was it from
Instagram.
Instagram. So now the questions that we got on YouTube.
Okay, my husband wants to know what each of your dream cars are.
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah, because I know you have one.
I have one. It's the Range Rover Land Rover. I think it's what it's called. It's
Well,
the
I think
Land Rover.
Land Rover and Range Rover are two different cars.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think so.
It's from Range Rover. No? Okay, maybe not. It's the... Okay, I love the Range Rovers. I like the Discovery, the Evoque. Is that how you say it? E-V-O-Q-U-E?
Yeah.
Or the Land Rover. Just those rovers.
Anything with a rover in it.
I think they're so pretty.
You got hijacked.
Annabella, come here.
So for me, wouldn't say I necessarily have a dream car, like a car that I'm just like, oh, I always wanted that. I guess I would say that right now the Tesla would be an awesome car to own, but I don't really even know that much about it.
He just knows he wants a Tesla, but he doesn't even know what model. I just asked him this the other day.
No idea.
I said, which model? And he's like,
So I would have to do research to really know what car I would want. I'm not really like someone who's seen a car and wanted it my whole life. But for me, I would love a nice luxury sedan.
we're like reversed. I like the
don't
SUVs.
the big SUVs. I don't.
Yeah, I know. Usually it's the guy that wants the SUV and the girl wants the sedan or whatever. I guess the Land Rover's not much. It's like a crossover because it's not that big.
Yeah, this is for Blanca. Hi, Blanca. I want to know how soon you will try for second baby and how many children do you want? I know it's a stupid question. Was just wondering about it. You're my favorite channel and love Stucki Family. Definitely not a stupid question.
Yeah, no. We definitely want to try as soon as we can to do it. It would be trying for our fourth baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely as soon as the doctor gives us the okay. I think we're gonna be okay in like a couple months to try because he did mention it. But just depends where we're at in our life. And you'll definitely know though.
Yeah.
We will definitely share that with you.
We think it'll be sooner rather than later, but
Yeah.
you never know what could come up and cause delays.
Yes.
Annabella's got earbuds in her ear.
Oh my gosh. Can you put that back in there, please?
Alright, next question. I think this will probably be one for both of us. What's your favorite food?
I think it's Mexican. I'm Mexican, so that's kind of weird. Is that weird to say?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's not weird to say. That's a type of food for sure. I just don't know if that's your favorite.
It is my favorite.
So?
I get tired of it, yeah, but I always go back to it. Like, I like all the seasonings. I like...
So for me, I think my answer is very similar to my favorite movies. I love all kinds of food. Mexican food, sushi is one of my favorites, but again, I wouldn't eat it every day. Pasta is always my staple go-to.
That's the only thing he knows how to cook, by the way.
No, I can cook anything. It's just it's the only non-meat thing I know how to cook. It's not steak or chicken.
Yeah, but people don't just eat meat. Don't you do side dishes? You don't ever do that.
Yeah, I do, but it's always like instant side dishes, which isn't something that we do anymore. I would just get like instant mashed potatoes or those veggies you throw in the microwave and steam them. That's what I used to do. So for me, that's tough. I mean, sushi is one of my favorites. Gonna add, who doesn't love Mexican food though? 'Cause
Oh.
it's definitely something I always enjoy. Where are you from?
So I'm from Mexico. I was born in the state of Jalisco. And I was born in a little town called Magdalena. You probably never heard of it. It's near Guadalajara. It's like, I think it's like maybe 40 minutes away.
I'm born and raised Las Vegas, Nevada. Lived here my whole life.
Don't
21
see that.
years.
20.
How many children do you want?
I would have wanted 3. We have 3 already. 2 angels and Annabella.
So you want to have maybe 2 more?
No, I don't think so.
Just one more?
I feel like I can only go 1 more. Yeah.
Okay. Especially medically, it could be difficult.
Yeah, maybe.
1 more for sure.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I work as an office manager.
I am a school teacher.
What grade?
This year I'll be doing, well, the start of the next school year, I'll be doing 6th grade math.
Which
So,
is his first time.
first time doing this grade level, being in middle school. I've been
Yeah, he's been elementary.
moving around a lot, but mostly been in elementary. So interested to see what I learn about this type of
You're not gonna like them.
Well, fifth graders can be just as bad. Which
True.
is what I'm most familiar with.
Very
so.
true. But that's a really bad school that he's going to.
Yes, it is. Have you thought about releasing balloons for the boys?
Yes. Actually, we just spoke about this the other day. I wanted to see about doing it maybe with his family, or maybe when we get our families together, we could have a little celebration. Definitely want to do that on their birthday. So next year for sure, I want to get together and just everybody get a balloon and write a little note to them from your heart. And it'll just be family.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple close friends. What about you? Would you want to? Do you think that's...
I mean, I never thought about it until you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I would want to make sure we get balloons that are like not damaging the environment.
Yeah.
Biodegradable.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, definitely look for balloons.
Because, balloons can be...
They can end up somewhere where...
Yeah, they can cause damage to animals. And it can be a little dangerous, but there's definitely safer ones out there that you can use. How did you come across Annabella's name?
Annabella's name. Okay, so this was me. I've always wanted this to be my daughter's name since I knew I wanted to be a mom, really. I came up with this name, and I thought I came up with it, but I guess I didn't, because there's a few Annabellas out there that I've seen now.
This person actually said that their daughter is Annabella.
That's crazy. That's so awesome. I think it's a beautiful name, personally.
I want to know where the name Annabella came from.
There's Arabella too.
Arabella?
Yeah. I always knew that I wanted my daughter's name to be Annabella, and the way I came up with it is my grandma's name is Anna, and I was really close to her. I think she is one of the most beautiful human beings that I've ever met, so I definitely wanted to include her name in my daughter's name. And then Bella, I love the name Bella so much, and that just came from Twilight. You know, my teen drama stuff, and I just put it together, and I thought it sounded beautiful, and I actually thought I came up with that name. Like, in my brain I was like, oh my god, nobody has this name and it's so beautiful. But no, there's a few Annabellas out there.
It existed. It was a thing.
It existed, yeah. It's not very popular, so that's good.
Well, Annabelle obviously is a little more popular.
Yeah, Annabelle.
What sort of things do you both do to get to know each other better?
I guess life.
Well, I mean, early on in our relationship, we just spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, like we mentioned before.
We did everything together.
If you watched our How We Met video, we talked about on our second date. Basically, after our second date, we were inseparable. We were best friends, and we just did everything together. We just became really, really close. Fast.
I remember when I had vacation time, like since I'm a teacher, I get a week off for spring break. You would take the week off from your work.
I took that week off, and then we didn't do anything. We just hung out.
But that's it. We just made sure we spent a lot of time with each other. So it's just getting to know each other from being with each other and not having a lot of separation from one another. No real activities, but it's just being around each other, doing the same things that we would normally do, but doing it together. Yeah. You know, and talking and spending time with each other's families, and just just being inseparable. Same person. How did you know you wanted to get married?
I think it's...
To me.
Duh! I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, once he became my best friend, he was my, my lover, my soulmate, my boyfriend, my everything. It just comes with the package, I guess.
Yeah. And we were living together.
Yeah, we started living together a few months after we started dating, and maybe that's a question to you. How did you want to marry me?
Oh, it's the same thing. I mean, obviously much older than Blanca. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Well, 9-10 years older.
You're 9.
Yeah, 9 years older. So, I mean, and for me, it'd been a long journey. I didn't just stumble across the one I wanted to marry at the age of 26, like somebody I know.
Yeah, I was 26 when I met him, but...
I just knew I was ready. Like, for me, it was always about finding that one person that you just know when you meet them, and when you're with them, you just know that that's somebody you want to build a future with and spend the rest of your life with. And it's up until that point, I never really thought it was possible. Up until I met Blanca, I didn't believe that I would ever marry, I would ever settle down. I just kind of thought it was all kind of nonsense, and those are just people who just kind of settle, and they don't really actually have, that love is a sham type of thing. I was very pessimistic, cynical about relationships because, I'd been in a lot up to that point, and they didn't work out. I'm just going to say that when I met you, that all changed, that I just knew that this was the one, and that, you know, just the fact that we could spend, like we said, all this much time together and not get sick of each other. I mean, that was a big plus.
Yeah.
And just the fact that we both had the same, you know, we wanted the same things in our life at that same time. Like, we talked a lot about how timing was everything, and I know had Blanca met me 5 years earlier, things might not have worked out for us with our relationship, because 5 years before I met her, I was
He was young and stupid.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Just kidding.
But it's true.
Well,
I wasn't
me too.
ready for that kind of commitment.
Yeah.
And same for her. So timing's hugely important.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason.
The stars just aligned, our paths crossed, and we just knew this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yep.
Were you scared to marry after divorce?
No, I don't think so. I think definitely before, like when I first got divorced, I thought, like Jarod, like this doesn't exist. Obviously, you know, people just settle. You know, I was just pessimistic, but when I met him, everything changed.
Yeah, it's easy to be cynical until you're actually in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I knew people in relationships, and I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Because they're always fighting or whatever.
You can't possibly actually love that person. You just you barely know them.
Yeah.
And then when it's you, you're like, wow, I feel like such an ass, because I was clearly wrong. Because now I know that everybody's looking at our relationship saying the exact same thing, because we move fast. Have you thought about releasing Chinese lanterns with a personal message from me, well, from you and me, for the boys?
I never thought about lanterns. It was just the balloon idea, but lanterns would be very beautiful too, especially at night. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you like watching scary movies? And if you do, which scary movies do you like?
Yes.
She goes through phases though, because sometimes she just refuses to watch one.
Yeah. It just depends how I'm feeling, but I'm a very nervous person. So if I'm feeling like anxious or whatever. The one movie that scarred me forever, I mean, I would say I'm not scarred anymore, but it scarred me for a really, really long time, to the point where I couldn't sleep for like months, and I was terrified a lot, was The Ring.
The Ring?
The Ring. The Ring terrified me really bad.
I went through a phase where scary movies, to me, I just thought they were kind of dumb, because it was so unbelievable and so far-fetched. But then when we started dating, that's one of the things that Blanca really liked to watch, and if we were doing Netflix, she would always want to go to the horror area. I'm not a big horror gore movie person. I just find it. You
just don't like it. He prefers his little westerns with his cowboy hats and stuff.
I do like that.
You do.
But we started watching scary movies again, and then we would go to the theater and watching them, and I started getting more into it, and just like watching like The Conjuring and the Annabella movies. Those are always kind of fun. We watched The Nun. Annabella loved it. I don't know. What do you think the last scary movie was that we watched? The Nun?
Yeah. That was the last question. So if you guys have any other questions that you would like for us to answer, you can definitely leave them in the comments below, or if you want to just wait for the next post asking for questions, and then we can do that.
It was fun to answer questions.
It was fun? You like that?
Yeah.
Jarod likes questions, so give him more questions.
Bring them on. They don't even have to be about me.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he will give you an hour-long video if I don't tell him to. Alright, well, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being a part of the Stucki Fam. And if you're not already, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. There's lots of more uplifting videos coming. Is that a good word? Uplifting?
A lot more uplifting. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to say I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry for posting what I felt like we wanted to post, because, you know, our channel's been a little bit sad since the loss of our boys, but
getting back to our regular cheerful life before the tragedy struck. And you know, if you watched any of our previous vlogs before any of this happened, you would see that it's mostly filled with just us trying to have fun and living our lives, like our Mexico trip vlogs, and you know, the gender reveal vlog obviously was us having a lot of fun with our family and friends. And those are the kinds of things we want to get back to doing. You know, I mean, we shared our story because we thought it was important, and we knew it was definitely going to take a more of a, you know, somber tone to the channel. But obviously, we want to get back to, you know, things like you said, uplifting and just more cheerful, and just try to have something a little more upbeat and enjoyable and fun. And we think it'll be nice for us as well, just to see how that we're able to move on and still go about our lives with joy.
They're always going to be in our hearts. Just because we appear to be happy in a video doesn't mean that we're, you know, what happened to us is not in our minds, because it is. every day, forever, for the rest of our lives. They're in our hearts, and they're gonna be there forever, and we're gonna grieve forever. Just like love, I feel like grief will never end. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all of your love and support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. We'd love to have you become a part of the Stucki Fam. Sorry, one member is missing. She's in the other room watching Homeward Bound. But we will see you in our next video. Bye!
Bye!